Welcome to Tokyo, match 2 in the road to Rio Olympic qualifying for the 2016 games in Rio, and China playing France in the second. What should be a fantastic opening to this 8-team tournament. 9 days of world-class volleyball and 4 places up for grabs. Of course, France the favourites against China, but China have got some good young players through a spine of experience, and there is the table as it stands. Iran very convincing over a disappointing Australia. Straight sets that victory. They monstered Australia in the block statistics, and overall attacking structure as well was very impressive. Their setting, so all areas of the court they dominated. The 2 times Asian champions who have never qualified for the Olympic Games are looking strong. In China, looking for their 3rd Olympic qualification. And Yuan Ji, the opposite spiker, is their chief point scorer. Zhang Chen, a support act from out wide. Xiao Shui, the captain, is the setter. Really makes the team tick. Geng Jin, the middle blocker, very strong in that position. And France, the current European and World League winners, coached by Laurent Tilly. Experienced lineup. They didn't play at the World Cup last year in Japan. They've got quality all over the court. Rouzier, the opposite spiker. Tonwiti, the setter. Gapar, who is a very flamboyant character. Kevin Leroux, steady as you like in the middle. High hopes for China. Already Iran have set the theme for Asian teams at this tournament. 4 nations will be qualifying for the Olympic Games, and 1 guaranteed from Asia if they're outside the 4. If there's 3 Asian qualifiers inside the top 4, they'll all go through. The tricolour of France in support. And Laurent Tilly, a very experienced and relaxed coach. Here's opposite number Ji Xiaoxuan, who's the assistant for a long time in the national setup of China. Gets his chance after a positive cycle following the London 12 Olympic qualifying series, which China did not to qualify in the main tournament.
Ladies and gentlemen,
let's pause now for the national anthems of France and China.
Republic of China. National anthem of the French Republic.
Jean-Marcellet hoping to inspire France to Olympic qualification. In pedigree, they certainly do stand out with Poland as the class nations at this last phase of Olympic qualifying. So China start the underdogs, a position they're not totally uncomfortable with. So the pressure on France to produce in match 2. Nasser Shaban of Egypt is the first referee, supported by Mr. Lassi of the Dominican Republic. Of course, the referees have to manage the new challenge system. France successful in a few friendlies leading up to this qualifying series against Iran, which is good form given their performance in the opening match. Here's the starting lineup for France. Zhang Chen with Cheng Long Hai. Tong being the libero. Zhao the setter, the captain, the number 9. So he makes the team tick. Geng Xin, middle blocker, very strong and defensively aware. So 3 of their key players over the age of 30. And as I mentioned, Xi Guaxuan, the coach, has served a long apprenticeship. Antoine Yurcier, the opposite spiker, the chief attacking weapon for France. Captain Tonwiti, Kevin Tilley, who's the son of the coach. Ngape, Leroux, very strong in the middle. Le Goff, Grebenikov, here's the libero for France. 166 caps, just 25 years of age, so plenty of experience. Such a young man. There's Laurent Tilly, over 400 matches as a player for France. Very cool customer, born in Algiers. 3rd generation of Tillys representing France. Son Kevin and Laurent, of course, and Laurent's father, Guy. So important to set your marker in this event. No semis or finals, so early points in a tournament of this nature, very important. It's the captain of France, Tonwiti, to serve to start match 2 of this Olympic qualifying tournament. Garpar's block repelled but wide, so the opening point to France. Leroux in the middle. Could not withstand the front court assault of Chen of China. Second point won at the net by Ngape. France have really dominated China in the last decade, winning 8 of their last 9 matches against their opponent today. 3 times they've qualified for the Olympic Games. Their best showing in 8th place back in Seoul, 1988, so a long time ago. Good defensive cover. Strong block there. France off to an impressive start. Rosier with that defensive work at the net. serve by Ngape, who's a very charismatic customer. We'll see throughout the tournament how he expresses himself on the court. Really well positioned, perhaps the set a little bit telegraphed for the French front court players. Tilly and Leroux strong in their blocking posture. And it's the French number 10, Kevin Leroux. Great reach, 209 centimetres, plays his club volleyball in Turkey. Although Tilly didn't profit from Ngape's really good recovery work. So floating out. Just the variety of the setter is so important. We saw in the previous match, Maruf of Iran really did set the tempo, very unpredictable in his setting, and that is the key. It's a lot better service. And this time it's Geng Jin rising well. Angled the kill. And it's China trailing 4-5 in the opening set. And Kevin Tilly comes up with a moment. 2 times university champion, NCAA champion, plays his club volleyball now in Poland. Very strong first division there. Good variety on the serve, just floating it short, catching the Chinese middle court off guard. Zhong Weizhan slow to react. Point to France. And he's a hulk of the man, Nicolas Le Goff, all 206 centimetres of him. Technical timeout. France the first to 8 points in the opening set.
On a dit, vous avez vu, il va essayer de passer beaucoup par le centre. Donc on est patient, c'est important la position en défense, le poste là, ouvert. Un peu en petite vitesse de bras au niveau de la réaction pour le blanc.
And there they are, the tricolour unmasked. You know their identity now. They'll be pretty happy with France's beginning to the match. Enigmatic team at their best, very good. Current European and World League champions. That was Le Goff straight onto the head of Cheng Long Hai. Helped over Ngape with some clever work, but they haven't really read the serve of Kevin Tilly too well. It's twice he's caught the receiver off guard. I'm sure that's the message relayed by Zhizha Xuan. To be a little bit more alert on the return of serve. Kind of putting themselves under pressure. Not a good position for the spike of day. A healthy 10-point margin to the French Substitution, Shi Zhejian on the wing spiker. 14 caps to his name. That's better work. Really well done by Chen. Setter and spiker in harmony. Changing the direction of the attack, and that is a good tactic because the block has sailed long. 11-5, the French lead. Timeout called by China, who trail 12-5 in the first set.
离网远一点，把一传到半道回来有多，太靠近网，你一发动，只要是都过。咱们那个世锦赛吹的就是，知道吧？发球冲一手啊！发球冲一手啊！
World League, of course, won by France in 2015. China made the semi-finals. They topped their group, beaten in the semis by Montenegro. Twice they've qualified for the Olympic Games. Only once inside the top 10, fifth in Beijing at the home Olympics. And it's in, close call. Until he thinks about the challenge. And that's out. Point to China. Had a good position in the angle, but he couldn't make full toll of the set. So still with Zhang Chen. And that's convincing work by Ngape. Plays for Modena in Italy. 22 World Cup matches, 174 appearances, so a lot of experience. And they do that well. They work the court, France, beautifully. Rouzier on that occasion. So Xi rotating his lineup. Yuan Ji comes back. That's a lot better. One way to break the block is just angle the spike, not going for too much power. Look for the hands and got the result. 8-14, China trail, first set. No coming back from that. Kevin LaRue in harmony with the setter, just rising beautifully. Very difficult to defend this. Playing with speed and precision. Ngape sees his serve so long, so still a healthy lead, 15-9 to France on China's serve. Never so easy, not too much defensive cover down the line for China. And a technical timeout sees the French in pole position. 16-9, their advantage in the opening set.
traîner. Mais là, il a vraiment bien diagonal comme ça.
Japan has been spoiled by international top-class volleyball in the past 6 months with the hosting of the World Cup last year. Great facilities for the players in Tokyo. This gymnasium hosted table tennis and gymnastics action way back in the Olympics of 1964. Of course, new stadia, new facilities being built across Tokyo and other parts of Japan for the 2020 games. Over stretch with the serve, Leroux. So in control is France at 16-10. Contagious. Chu sending his serve long. You won't get too much reaction from Ji Xiaoshen. Good block this time, affected by France as China, I should say. As France earlier stayed in the point with some excellent defensive work. Time for the team in red to step up in this first set. Gampe sends it wide. All coaches were asked in yesterday's press conference about their top two teams, and I think all bar one may have said France and Poland as their top two picks. Now that's good work by the libero. And Hanno keeping the point alive there. Grebenikov, in fact, doing the work for France. On Tilly's serve and a healthy lead, 18-12. Well, they've read the setter superbly in the first set so far, France. You can lock in the radar, then they've certainly got the defensive cover to make it stick, which they've done. A little shake of the head there by Xi. Timeout called by China. They need to refocus. France well on top with a lead of 20 points to 12.
那个现在他的4号位2个主攻打的全都是斜线，一个直线都没有，发力打斜线，把边人往里来一点，让你拐着腰直线，明白吧？好，23个接应往里来，好。
I'm sure the message from Xi at the break was just mix it up. They're becoming a little bit too predictable. France are reading their play, and as a result, their blocking has been impressive in this first set. It's on Kevin Tilly's serve. Great work there by France to keep the point alive, and in the end, the block of China did the trick. Tonwiti, the captain, with an athletic dig to keep France in the point. Just there. Zhang with a solid left arm. And they're getting past Ngape. There you go. There's that element of unpredictability from Irvin and Garpe. A roundhouse spike, just for good measure. Excellent point, and that is a very difficult put away by Garpe. Off balance, had to find the angle and the top spin. Just adjusted the body really well. Such a talented player. Deep spike executed superbly by Ruzier. Plays for Akatspor in Turkey. Well, the French have really read the intentions of China impressively to take out the first set. 25-13, on top in virtually every department. Get the blocking right, goes a long way to determining the outcome, and that was the story for France in the opening set. Really, really solid in that department of the net. They showed variety with the set. Konwiti in good form, and the rest just fell into place. There it is, 6 errors to 4, but it didn't tell the story of the 16 attacks to 5. France winning the blocks area 4-2, but on some key points in that first set. Just the one ace. So the French a little sharper and a little bit more match savvy than the Chinese in the opening set. Early block there to Leroux, getting himself into great position. We saw that continue as the set unfolded. Ruzier was active. China denying France on that occasion. Didn't see enough of a good solid defensive air. A roundhouse kill there by Ngape. Combining strength with the touch to win the point for France. So Levleur enjoying their first match of qualification. They don't automatically go through the Olympics as World League winners. China ranked 19th in the world to France's ranking of 10. At the moment, there's a class difference. Can the Chinese narrow the gap in the second set? Zhang Chen serves to commence the second. plays best with a smile on his face, and at the moment it's very enjoyable for Nagape. Just a chasm of space there to exploit, which he did. Got a fair jump serve on him as well. This time point one for France. Found the right combination front court. Off hands for the winning spike to Yuanji. Grebenikov had to adjust the dig. She did well. The return of serve is so crucial, just to read the intention of the server. That's where the backcourt is so important. 2-1 to France, leading by a set. There was plenty of defensive cover there, and the spike was sent long. So good point by China. They kept their shape. On the serve of Yuan. Just had too much on it. Xu Hui is the Chinese libero, just slammed into the chest. Block sailing out, 3-all, so China a lot more competitive and sharper. Better body language and belief in this second set. Can they keep that posture going? A great angle by Tilly. Very athletic to just crane his body into uncoil the spike. Got a lot of power and angle, controlled it as well. 4-3 to France. And that's perfect. Gengjin rising beautifully to an ideal set. Service provided well by Zhao Shui, the Chinese captain. Followed up by a very poor serve. And that's just so frustrating for the coach. Seeing a lot of positives just been negated by a lack of concentration. 5-4 to France, second set. They've been less predictable in this second set, China. Good angle, just slow to react to the block. France and making them pay Zhang Chen. Oh, that's very clever by Nagape. Adjusted his attitude at the front court. Saw that power wasn't going to work out, so he opted for touch. A sluggish opening by China, perhaps just dusting off the cobwebs in that first set, but a lot more competitive in the second. And Leroux rising well when the setter can get the ball in that type of area. It's very difficult to defend. A lot of power on the serve of Ngape. Good control as well. Around the 100km/h mark. Technical timeout. France the first to 8 points as they were in the first set. They lead 8-6 in the second.
Donc on ferme la ligne et on défend les intérieurs. Très bon essai, il y a plus de 50% de cycle, donc ça vaut le coup de s'engager. Au départ, j'avais tout ce qui est tendu, épaule gauche, côte avant, épaule droite. A priori, ça se répète comme ça, d'accord? Mais bon, on n'est pas sûr que ça, on n'est pas sûr que ça.
There's the point spread.
Ok, allez, comme ça, point par point. Oui.
China in the contest. There's the action and service motion of Ngape. Perfect combination of pace and spin. Real with his first minutes on court. His first action, very positive indeed. Middle blocker, standing over 200 centimetres. Tilly's certainly not the tallest in this French lineup, but does work things out front court. Placed that perfectly. Spike out, no challenge. 10-7, the spread to France in the second set. On the serve of Kevin Leroux. And despite cracking an impressive serve, trying to win the point with some good variety with the set and the spike, just angling it across court. Excellent work from Zhang Weijun. Things rolled China's way in that point. Last time these two met was at the World Olympic Qualification tournament in 2004. France won in straight sets, so it's been a long time between drinks. And the French looking to continue their dominant record over China. Le Goff is the biggest man of the French team as far as body weight's concerned. Just monsters the spike. Front court. 11-9, France's way, second set. Not for long though. Again, it's really good work out wide by Kevin Tilly. Set beautifully with the block, cover the angle and found the court. Off the hands, Ngape and Le Goff in a strong position. Timeout called by France, and they trail 13-10 and by a set in the second match.
再给提醒啊，防2极限啊！一说不听，点头了不去做，这亲球都2个护攻，就他们啊，就9号和10号，是吧？他护攻打了，好，下一球，
Falls in. So ounce of luck there for France. Strong blocking position. Strong spike there by Zhang Chen. Son of a former national team player. 11 years in the setup. Plays his club volleyball with Jiangsu. 30 years of age, so plenty of experience despite of this Chinese team. Got World Cup and World Championship experience. Well, the first time Ngape's been beaten at the net. Outfoxed. Gets a little tighter for France in their second set. Well, he thought he'd monstered the spike, but it came back in the right direction for China. Nicholas Legoff rising well, but denied. Some strong work from Raul. You can see how he feels about it. Great change of the point of attack. Allowed Rousier to really size up his options and measure the spike. 15-13. You see Laurent Tilly just a bit of a twitchy coach, always thinking and fiddling in his technical area. There's his son playing a part, and Ngape can't put away the spike. Technical timeout with France winning the point and leading 16-13 in the second set. The French serve and a lead of 16-13 in the second. Not for long though. That was very strong work by Zhang Chen. The blockers tardy in position. And Zhang taking full toll. Second time Ngape's been beaten by the block. No way through there, just tried for angle, but a 3-man block for China. Enough to withstand the French wing spiker. They haven't followed that well with a poor errant serve, gifting the point back to France. and their captain Benjamin Tonwiti. Off hands for a China point. Margin back to 1. Off hands, and that was excellent work there by Zhang Chen. Just absorbed the full blow of the spike from Roussier. Found the fingers for a China point. Level pegging, 17 all. With the pretty impressive action with the jump serve comes the risk. Fault for Ngape, 18 all. Didn't take anything off the delivery. And good adjustment. Kevin Tilley's done some excellent work front court. Saw the block in position, just touched it over for the French win, 19-18. Consecutive faults, this time from LaRue. So they're keeping China in this second set. They've had some chances to put distance between the blue and the red. Oh, that's great control. Excellent work from Zhong. After the libero of China kept them in the point. Chu Shui, who's the oldest man on the court at 35. Off hands for a France point as China took the lead for the first time of the match, but that was quickly swept away, 20 all. Libero for Libo. Tong Jihua is on the court. Got a case of the jitters with the service at the moment, France. 21-20. China in with a big shout in the second set. Tilley's been so impressive just with his choice of spike. When he needs to get the angle, he generates it. Touches no problem, and pure power likewise. And he's serving his father well, 21 all. And when they mixed up the set, they have looked more dangerous, China. See the captain giving the angle to Zhang Chen. Found the edge of a defensive block for a point. 22-21. Oh, Ngape adjusted his body really well. He was off balance when he played the dig, but certainly wasn't when he affected the spike. Just such a terrific athlete. Irvin Agape.
It's written.
On the service of Nicolas Legoff. Puyol sees his first minutes. Pierre Puyol, very experienced at 230th appearance for France. The number 2 setter in the team. Coming back from that, chance taken there by China front court. Rao Shuahan, middle blocker, only his 6th appearance for his country. Chu coming on for Joao. Not too many minutes there for Puyol. Tonwiti straight back, the French captain. China leading 23-22. Oh, fantastic block. Brings up set point. I've been ever so competitive in this second set. Timeout called by Laurent Tillet.
On est dans la frustration, tranquille, on a dit qu'on était calme, patient. Okay. Allez, on joue notre jeu, on appelle les balles.
And they can blow a little bit hot and cold at times, France, but they're blocking in the second set. China's been a huge improvement from the first. And that man, Zhang Chen, has combined very impressive spiking with some very good defensive cover. And there it is, the opening set won by a massive block. And Garpe denied, and it's a set apiece in match 2 of Olympic qualifying. Thoroughly entertaining match. We'll go to a third in a very, very even posture. Big difference in body language between the first and second sets for China. I now believe they're in the contest, and the stats bear that out. But 15 attacks apiece, 5 errors as well. But China really improving their blocking in that second set, reading the French setting a lot better. 4 digs to 3, and the sultry ace in that set to France. A lot of motivation for the Chinese to end this losing streak against the French over a decade of volleyball in the favour of Levleur. Started pretty well in that second set. Rousier and Garpe in good form. But Zhang Chen really stepped up for China. Series of blocks at crucial moments for the Chinese in that second set. frustrated Tilly and sent to China on the way to levelling a match at a set apiece. Ngape denied. And the second match hangs in the balance. The ebb and flow of top quality volleyball. Remember, France a warm favourite for this one. They'll have to arrest the momentum in the third set. That's the way to keep the roll going. Well, they created better angles in that second set, China, from the set. And it reaped rewards. Huge. Antonin Rouzier read the set perfectly. Ngape almost got into a tangle with his libero, but Rouzier was there to create the angle and power. .1 to carry there for China. 3-2 to France, third set. Expert kill. Haven't seen enough of that from their number 11, Geng Xin, in this match. Usually a lot more prominent, the middle blocker. Had some injury concerns leading up to the match. See support on that left knee. Errs on the serve. So level pegging, a set apiece, 4 points all. Huge kill. Wonderful work by Nicolas Le Goff, just reading the set superbly. Rising in harmony. Better. And that was set up by their captain, Jia Shui. Point to France. Jia Shui off balance when he tried to keep China in the contest, 6-5. the French lead, third set. Good block of Leroux. And Garpe up. The referee has a look. It's point France, the spike sailing long. No challenge there from China. That's clever from Garpe after Zhang Chen generated so much power from a deep spike. Technical timeout France. The first 8 points in this third set. They lead 8-5.
À nous de mettre le rythme, d'accord? À nous de s'amuser, à nous de jouer. C'est une bonne équipe, ils jouent bien, ils peuvent nous mettre la pression sur le bloc. On continue à jouer, à entraîner. Allez, gars, beaucoup coordonner à l'attaque. Et poser à la petite côté. Allez!
Garpe plays with a smile on his face. France in the driver's seat, comfortable opening set, but China did improve their stocks in the second. France leading 8-5 until that errant serve by Le Goff. 8-6 on China's serve in this third. Leroux's appealing, and I think France will challenge this one. Touch off the block challenge. Effected by their captain and their coach. I think France will win this one. First challenge of the match. Yes, indeed, it's off the fingers of Raoul. So point to France, well spotted. And the use of technology, certainly a positive thing for the sport of volleyball. 9-6 to France, third set. Now coming back from that, it was pretty useful indeed by Rao Chuhan. Violent at the net. Zhao Shui, the captain, not his strong point. The setter of the team, but did well there. Good service. 8-10. Well, Tilly has not missed a beat in wide areas. He's been very impressive. By far and away the most consistent for France. Found hands for a point to the reigning European and World League champions. Terrific serve by Leroux. Oh, tremendous block. They got their slice of luck, but deserved it, China, in that point. Timeout called by China, who trail by 12 points to 8 in this third set.
他只要一到位，咱们不好拦断。反正发球唯一的出风控，哇，超过上面的时候调动调动。好，来吧，来。
On LaRue's serve, France leading 12 points to 8, third set. Well, the French thought they were in good position. Double touch there, winning the point for China. Get Roos here in that sort of area, it's really hard to repel. He and Tonweedy combine superbly. Oh, the backbone of their 2014 World League success. Good adjustment. Nice variety by China. Played quickly, won the point. One-handed set. Captain in good harmony there with his number 11, Geng Jin. And talking about variety, that was superbly won. Drops the ball over the two-man block. Sort of craft that was missing from China's play in the opening set, but edging their way back into the contest. This time he misses Antonin Rouzier. Things tighten up for the European powerhouse. And it was the weight of numbers that won the day for China. Chile exposed. And the Chinese level things up at 13 apiece. France call a timeout. And it might be timely for their coach.
C'est nous qui faisons les fautes et on se prend la tête à chaque fois comme si on était des stars des dieux. Non, revenons tranquillement. Soyons contents quand on fait un point. Bougeons, appelons les balles. Là, on est là dans la réaction.
China certainly showing better matchcraft under pressure. Better decision making. Less predictability, and it's showing on the scoreboard. A set apiece, 13 all. Chile finds the mark as he's done throughout the match. He's been France's constant. Excellent work by Zhang Chen, just didn't try for too much power. Aimed to find the edge of the block, which he did. The edge of Nicolas Le Goff's left hand. Sent the ball wide of the mark. 14 all. Ooh, that is in. Flush on the line, and China getting the rub of the green there. 15-14, they take the advantage. That's wide. So France level things up. They're getting animated, and they'll need to, because China are providing some tough resistance. Good work by Chen. Technical timeout. China the first to 16 points in the third set.
已经很明确了啊，发力斜线，拦不住，拦不住，后边让他靠身体补几个，就这样的，你补几个，你妈没准就起。现在我给他们说的是让大胆溜直线，那你们往里收一点。来来来，再冲冲他，好，来冲冲，防点球我喊的都让他。
Decoy spiker doing the trick for Yuan Ji. That was a poor start by China, but they've clawed their way back on their serve in the third set. 16-15. Oh, got it all wrong there. It was an awful serve. Zhang Chen just all out of rhythm. Seen some pretty fundamental serving errors in both matches today. The position here for France. And Garpe denied though. Excellent block. The Chinese getting in the face of France in this third set. You see the block and fault counts. Jianjun comes back in. And the first sighting of Nicolas Marichal, who plays in Poland with Belchatov, so he plays at a decent level in club volleyball. And Garpe makes way. Let's see what he can provide, the number 16. There he goes. Opening spike. Point 1, 17 all. Things get tight in this third. Rao Shuhan comes back in. Smart play. Yuan Ji just looking for the edge of the block, which he found. Off the left hand of Kevin Tilley. Off the net and wide. Point to France. Things level at 18 apiece. Kevin Leroux thought he may have set the point up with an excellent serve, but China had the reply. Perfect set, and all things were pretty academic from that point on for Geng Jin. Little things can matter so much. Hasn't just been a very good day for the server. All teams just dusting off their service game. France staying the point. Tilly, tremendous angle. Nicely repelled by China. And it's found hands, and that's a point one. Will it be a challenge? Rouzier rose very well. 2019, no challenge by China. One of the best points of the match. And variety on the serve too. Not well read by the Chinese libero. Tong Jihua hasn't seen too many minutes. And just the edge to France in this third. 21-19 to the French.
你准备点，他就奔你发，不行的话就主动接一下。那反儿呢？有点后边。来。
Well, they found a way back a couple of times in the match, China. Can they execute the right formula in this third set? Crucial points coming up. Well, France getting tangled up, but nothing tangled about that spike from Kevin Tilly. He's dealt with the angle so well. When he's needed power, he's delivered it. When angle was required, he's got the skill to provide that as well. 22-19. Well, that wasn't needed by Rouzier. After two excellent serves, he sends that one into the net. Gifting the point to China. There's some real steel in this China lineup. They're not going away in a hurry. Rouzier's violent spike denied by a solid block. A good change of attack. Excellent work by Tonwiti, and Rouzier was just reading it beautifully. You can see the change there. Crafty work by the French captain. Point to China. Rouzier is the go-to man, but the defensive block repels the French superstar. This time they read the set beautifully. Zhang Chen in position. Huge point. Well, there may be a challenge here from China. A huge point to affect the challenge on set point. They're going to the videotape. 7 categories they can challenge in. Nervous times for the Chinese coach. Let's see the review of the net touch. And maybe a brush there by the... Not successful. No, I haven't seen anything. Angle non-conclusive, and France keep their set point. And that's good variety. And France win the 3rd set, but not without a struggle. 25-22, they lead 2-1 in the 2nd match of qualification for the Rio Olympics. Well, they've been made to struggle, France, after cruising to the 1st set. 25-13. China did fight back to level the match, 25-22, and the 3rd went right down to the wire. China largely negating France's early dominance. Here's the numbers for the 3rd set, 17 points to 12-1. Slightly more errors by China. And in the block count, China really dominating that department in the 3rd set. France certainly monstered it in the 1st. 8 digs to 2 in favour of the French in that 3rd. But they played some pressure volleyball really well. The big points executed well. China wouldn't go away, but in the end, it was the European champions with a 2-1 advantage. And Garpe was substituted in that 3rd set. Le Goff was active. Tonwiti with the reverse set. And Rouzier winning some crucial points for France. And Garpe denied. Real area that China did improve so rapidly in that 3rd set. They had offensive blocks. Kevin Tilley's been Mr. Consistent for France at the front court. And that was sent wide by Rao Chuhan on set point. And France with the advantage, 2-1. Nicolas Marichal on court for France. China with the serve to start the 4th set. Well, he's hit an out ball, but he's hit it out of court. They've come off fingers before that happened. It's a result of China winning the point. 1-love. of effort, but no result there for Leroux. Overstretching with that jump serve. 2-1 to China, fourth set. Oh, excellent work by Tonwiti, but the spike is sent wide. It's in the hitting zone there for Nicholas Le Goff. Three-1 to China. This time Tilly denied. No getting through that block. Tried to blast his way through. Solid work there from Geng Jin. Laurent Tilly sent something, so an early timeout to France. They trail 4-1, fourth set.
La réception, bouge sur les appuis, on la met. Parfait. Après, on va au jeu. Allez.
Three times France have qualified for the Olympics, 88, 92 and 2004, their last appearance. 10th in the world rankings, but they're the reigning World League and European champions, so very well credentialed, along with Poland, who are the world number 2 ranked team of this tournament. And Tilly, once again, provides the right angle. That's what he needs more of in the fourth set. China 3 times Asian champions and also thrice Asian Games champions. Brings a smile to the face of the French coach. Block sent wide. Until he tries to find the fingers and does so. China thinking about the challenge. Of course, they've got to instigate that to within 5 seconds of signalling it to the referee. Oh, Tonwiti, brilliant work. Le Goff read it superbly. And that is textbook attacking volleyball. You see Tonwiti just waited for the rising Le Goff to present himself. He knew what was coming. And now France have found their rhythm. After trailing in this fourth set, they now lead 6-4. It's a timeout called by China. Well, interesting dynamic in this match. Some experienced heads of China, Yuan, Zhang, Zhao Shui, their captain, all over the age of 30, just trying to coax and guide their younger teammates to another fight back in this fourth. After leading early in the set, they now trail France 6-4. Not for long though, that's a poor serve. It's been really a story of 2 matches today. Pretty elementary service mistakes by all teams. Oh, Yuan had the right tip, but not the right direction in the end. 7-5 to France. That's the way to kill a ball. You can only do that when the service is premium. And that's exactly what it was on that occasion. Zhao Shui is providing it on a plate for Geng Jin. Wow, Marichal. So athletic and got the right angle. Tonwiti provided the assist. Technical timeout. France the first to 8 points in the fourth set.
Benjamin, toi tu vas resservir la ligne comme tu disais en se mettant du 1, agressif sur le réceptionnel maintenant. Ok? Allez, c'est ça les gars. Allez, allez, on continue, allez, allez. On lâche pas un point les gars. Ouais, c'est bon. Allez, allez.
Nicolas Marichal providing a glimpse of what he can provide. The wing spiker, that to previous point. Plays at the top level in Poland. And giving China no chance with that angled kill. That's clever, very clever indeed. He knows there was no way through with power on the French block, but just lobbed it over the top Yuan. Adjusted superbly. In between the block and the backcourt player in Le Goff. China trailing 7-8 in this fourth. Top of the net, sailing out, so things level. 8 points apiece. Nicely done. Antonin Rouzier. Again, sweet variety by China. That's the way to beat the block. If they overplay the card, then France may read it a little bit better, but they certainly haven't done it in the match. 9-all, fourth set. If anything, they've underplayed it. Whatever you can do, I can do better, says Kevin Leroux. A lot of speed, and it found the right result for France. Thunderous serve there by Marichal. Wicked top spin, lobbing inside the baseline. The block sent wide, point to China. As they did in the third, they hang in there, putting the pressure on France. Oh, that's the slice of luck they were looking for. A wry smile from the Chinese coach, Zhang Chen, getting the edge of luck he needed. Top of the tape just rolling over, giving the French player no chance whatsoever. Tilly. And that is in the hitting zone. Tonwiti serving it on a plate to Leroux. when the setter is world class, then the attacking players tend to follow suit, just fall into line, and that's what we're seeing with France. Got it all wrong there. Bad body position for the return of serve. Marichal caught out. The reverse swerve there, but should have dealt with it a lot better. Nicolas Marichal. China stay alive. Only dig it back into play. No coming back from that. That's excellent work. Rousset finding the right ingredients of power and direction. Into the body of Kevin Tilley. 14-13 to China, fourth set, looking to send it into a fifth. There's good variety on the serve, but Tilley, for a man of 194 centimetres, does time his leap really well. Can judge where the block is, saw the gap, exploited it, and that was the key there and to his match in total, Kevin Tilley. Good power generated from Zhong Weijun. Plays with the army team in China. 32nd appearance for his country. That's long. Couldn't get his body position right. Nicolas Le Goff, and technical timeout. China the first to 16 points in this fourth set. This is a thoroughly entertaining match. Real fine margin between both China and France. Perhaps on the bigger points, the pedigree of France shining through, but China are very close. They've come up with better variety in sets 2 and 3, looking to continue that into set 4 and send this match into a decider. That's the aim for Ji Chuaqian's team. On the China serve. Zhong sends it into the net. Just not the right time to do that. Looking for a little bit extra on the delivery. Excellent kill. Gong Jin. Just over 20 caps for the middle blocker, one of the taller players in the China lineup at 208 centimetres. And Tilley's range has been spot on from the front court. Straight through the block. (18-16) to China. Just another poor mistake at an inopportune moment. Such a coach killer, that one. They do all the hard work to gain a cushion, then gift an easy point back. So momentum with France on their serve. Marichal returns the favour. Going for a little too much. And brilliant work by Kevin Tilley. Third generation of Tilley's playing for France. In fact, Kevin's mother, Caroline, was the Dutch national team captain in her day. So it's a real rich pedigree of international volleyball in the Tilley family. All the siblings play, as you would expect. On Leroux's serve. Dangerous delivery. So no point for France though, because Zhang Weijun's come up with an excellent spike. Angled kill. He got a slice of luck there. I'm not sure that Zhang knew too much about the return. That's a really important spike there for Rouzier. Keeps France in contact with China. 19-20, fourth set. Advantage France, but not for long. Brilliant block. 20 all. I think you'll find China might win this challenge. Point initially given to France. Let's see how it pans out for the Chinese. No, correct call. Ball's out. So France do level things up. 20 all. No coming back from that. Yuan Ji, the opposite spiker, called the scoring machine in China. Most experienced player, plays the Onding in the Chinese top flight. Crucial service point. China stay in it, but just. Tilley's spike wins the occasion and levels things up for France. Really good defensive work by China to stay in the contest via their libero Xu. See how much that meant to Kevin Tilley. Puyol hasn't seen too many minutes, but comes back on deep into this fourth set on the service of the son of the coach, Kevin Tilley. It wasn't too well done, the return of serve, and it was catch up from that point for China. The tip winner by Puyol is first in the match. So timeout called by China. France lead 22-21 in this fourth. This is all about performing under pressure. Trying to pass the test in sets 2 and 3. They face another stern one in set 4. Chu back for Zhang, but it's on the service of Kevin Tilley. Oh, Tilley superb. Read the hole and sent the tip over into space. No cover there for China. France edged closer to their opening win of this qualifying series. And that's out, and it's wide and brings up match points for France. Not the right option. Under pressure. China found wanting in this fourth set. They keep it alive, France. Great work by the French. And once more, it's Le Goff. And the joust of the net keeps France in the point. Marichal with the angle. Sent into the net, and there's the match to France. Another error by China late in the fourth set from their captain. And it's France who are triumphant, 25 points to 21 in a very entertaining match. 3 sets to 1. China pushed the European champions, but not hard enough to force it into a 5th set. But a highly entertaining match. Start the opening day of competition following Iran's impressive win over Australia. It's France getting the edge over China in match 2. It is 9 wins from their past 10 matches against the Chinese, so it's a dominant record. France didn't play at the World Cup, so have to come through qualifying via Japan to Rio. And that's the aim, the second highest ranked nation at these Olympic qualifiers behind Poland. And the current European champions get off to the start they were looking for. Well, at 25-13 in the first set, they thought it might be a little bit cruisier than it ended up being, France. Stern resistance from China in sets 2 and 3. But the big players stepped up on the big points. Ngape was not that prominent in sets 3 and 4, so he may be carrying some sort of problem. 17 attacks to 11. 7 errors the French way in that fourth set. They improved their blocking. China win the ace count, but not the match. So day 1 of 9 of these Olympic qualifiers in Japan. France play Poland in a ripper contest on day 2. China face Japan, so some big moments to come for those two nations. There's the match stats, 65-43 in the attack points won. Errors pretty level pegging the blocks in favour of China. That wasn't the case in the first set, but they certainly did improve their stock in that department in sets 2, 3 and 4. And France just edging out to the ace count over their opponents today. Flying start by the French in the opening set. Tonwiti combined brilliantly with Rousier, the two key figures in the French lineup. You see that reverse set. Rousier was there in plenty of time. Kevin Tilley was superb, almost man of the match performance by the French number 7. Very consistent. His numbers impressive. Rarely beaten at the net. Puyol with his only point was a crucial one late in the fourth set. Laurent Tilley was riding his Les Bleus home. And in the end, it was a mistake by China that ended up giving France the edge in that fourth set. So wins to Iran and France to start Olympic qualifying in Japan.